Good evening. Welcome. Chris Johnson here again. Johnson Breaks. JohnsonBreaks.com. At Breaks Johnson on Twitter. Welcome, first visitor. We're going to get underway in just about 3-4 minutes. You have a little bit of time if you're interested in the Majestic football. I've got those teams running on eBay right now. I've also got on the website, JohnsonBreaks.com, if you're into the football. The Atlanta, Kansas City, and Seattle spots for this one are available on the website for the Majestic. We will get underway in just a couple more minutes. So we still have the Majestics on eBay right now. Probably about 12 teams are left if you want to check those out really quick. Or if you want to go to the website, johnsonbreaks.com, for the Majestic, Atlanta Falcons, Kansas City Chiefs, and Seattle Seahawks are available on the website, not on eBay. So go to johnsonbreaks.com if you like the Chiefs, Falcons, Seahawks. Diamond Kings, we're waiting on one more to settle up. Hopefully she'll get her in here, or he'll get here pretty quick. If you guys want to keep the breaks going tonight, check out the website also. We're going to do a one-box Bowman break, one-box Gypsy Queen break, and a one-box Donruss break if they all sell out. If they don't sell out tonight, they'll roll over until Friday. But ain't nobody else got any more auctions on eBay, so if you guys want to stay up and look at some cards, definitely go to the website, and we can make those happen this evening. All right, so I'll put these off to the side, ending on eBay with a couple teams on the website still. If you want to do this evening, go to the website, johnsonbreaks.com. We're doing just a one-box break. It's only $7.50 a spot. You might get randomed into that Los Angeles Angels spot. Chance to get some potential Otanis. Same with the Gypsy Queen on the website. We're doing a one-box break at $6.50 a spot. And if you want to do some Donruss, it's $3.99 a spot on the website. Like to make that happen tonight. I was just looking on eBay because I buy into breaks too, and ain't nobody else got anything else going on tonight. So that'd be some nice little extra action for y'all. And I am not going to wait for that last pair. I'm sure they're good for it. It is not a biggie. Not a biggie. So I am going to start slicing and dicing slowly. Wait for a few more people to get on before we do an official tearing of the packages of cards. I'll cut the plastic now. Strip them down. I do appreciate y'all for joining. Wish you all some good luck. We're down to 2 people. What's happening? All right, and we're back up to 4. That will be good enough for me. 5. All right, very good. Thanks for joining in. We're just getting started. Only 2 minutes past the advertised time. No big deal. Could be worse. I've got to clean up that pack box mess one of these days. So roll up the sleeves. Get this rocking and rolling. Good luck. And already I'm too weak to get the packages done. Gotta get my persuader out. We'll start off with Mr. Ruth Wayner Cano. We've got a variation Wayner. Nolan Ryan, Verlander Houston. Mr. Frank Thomas, Mickey Mantle, Francisco Lindor. Trash bucket closer. Barnett, Chicago. DeMonico, the other Chicago. St. Louis's Baltimore. Bobby Thompson. We'll just go Pee-wee Race. Brooklyn. Mr. Judge. Chuck Klein. First hit. Original materials for the New York Yankees. Mr. Greg Bird. Hey, Bird. It's our first hit for the Yankees. The Yankees. Chris Bryant. Ted Lyons. Bryce Harper. Got a red frame. Dustin Pedroia. Got the dummy. Justin Turner, Dodgers. Flipped around here. Woodruff, Milwaukee. Severino, New York. And our first Ohtani. Ohtani. Hope you all have had a spectacular weekend, starting off your work week. Hopefully some nice cards. Billy Herman, Chicago Cubs. Correa, Houston. Nelly Fox, Chicago White Sox. We got a short print variation. Mr. Josh Bell, Pittsburgh. Atlanta's Greg Maddux portrait. Lazari, New York. Molly, Cincinnati. Pesky, Boston. So I wanted to separate that. Wayner variation. And then McCutcheon, San Francisco. DeRocher, New York. Chicago's Caratini. We've got a artist proof to 99. Mr. Nolan Ryan, the Ryan Express for Houston. Dallas Keuchel, Houston. George Kelly, New York. Rizzo, Chicago. Heinrich, New York. Yankee. Jumping. Heine, Grow, Cincinnati. Lou Gehrig, New York. Mookie Betts, Boston. Red border, Scherzer. Eddie Murray, Baltimore. Buster Posey, Escrine, Dylan Peters. My sorting is not. There we go. I'm back on track. All right. I was watching some guy do 2 cases of jumbo Bowman, and I was just watching. It's like, God, I ain't got nothing really vested in this. I just stopped watching. He'll send me some cards. Clemente, Pittsburgh. Alexander, Philly. Nick Williams, Philly. You got a variation, The Big Hurt, Mr. Frank Thomas for Chicago White Sox. Dummy card. We got a Ruth Ohtani. We'll dice roll it at the end if needed. Bellinger, Dodgers. DiMaggio, Boston. Flex in New York. Mets. NETS. Chris Sale, Boston. Max Carey, Pittsburgh. Clayton Kershaw, Dodgers. Thorpe, New York Giants. Joey Gallo, Texas. Trey Mancini, Baltimore. Keegan Kyler, Chicago. And Altuve, Houston. I lived in Houston for a few years. Hottest, sweatiest freaking place I've ever been. It was fun. Sweat a little bit, but it was fun. Lucas Sims, Atlanta. Rasheen, St. Louis. Honus Wagner, Pittsburgh. Sam Crawford, Detroit. Ryan McMahon, Colorado. Kirby Puckett, Minnesota. Gary Hoopa, Boston. Next hit is a rookie signatures, not numbered, for Cleveland. Francisco Mejia for Cleveland. I drove through Cleveland once. Couldn't tell you the weather there. Actually, I drove through there twice because I had to come back. Technically. Cahora, Atlanta. Goslin, Washington. J.P. Crawford, Philly. We've got a Chance Cisco. We've got Mr. George Brett for Kansas City. Portraits. My favorite player of all time. Kluber, Cleveland. Larson, New York. Benintendi, Boston. No, I've already got the hits. I think that there's 3 of those. Jackie Robinson, Max Fried, Atlanta, Hack Wilson, Chicago, Carl Furillo, Brooklyn, Red Frame, 500 Club Griffey for Cincy, DiMaggio, New York, Ty Cobb, Detroit, Greg Allen, rookie for Cleveland. Last pack, Foist box. Scherzer, Washington, Appling, Chicago White Sox. Corey Seager, Dodgers. George Springer, Aurora, dummy. Verlander, Houston. Earl Averill, Cleveland. Dominic Smith, Mets. Bregman, Astros. That was the first box. 1 down. 3 to go. Nobody feeling chatty tonight? Nothing to say? Mr. Gehrig, New York. Mookie Betts, Boston. Roger Maris, New York. Willie Calhoun for Texas. We got a Pedroia Dor for Boston. Pennick, New York. Banda, Baltimore. All in that. Donaldson, Toronto. Victor Robles, rookie. Washington. George Springer, Houston. Carl Furillo, Brooklyn. Hide that. Tyler Wade, New York rookie. Paul DeJong, St. Louis. Lloyd Wayner, Pittsburgh. And a nice dual jersey. Bottom one's tricolor. Serial numbered to 25 for Baltimore's Anthony Santander. To 25 for the Oreos. Let's start off with an Ohtani pitching. That move Ohtani file. Joe Jackson, Chicago White Sox. Santander, Baltimore. Mitch Garver, Minnesota red frame. Demi card. Michael Trout, Lefty Gomez, Moose Scatteron. Somehow flipped a Daniel Murphy to the side. I apologize, Washington. Harry Walker, St. Louis. Dan Musial, St. Louis. Paul Goldschmidt, Arizona. We have a short print, the Flying Dutchman. Honus Wagner, Flying Dutchman for Pittsburgh. Short print. Griffey Jr., Seattle Portraits. Ted Williams, Nolan Arenado, Colorado. Ernie Banks, Chicago Cubbies. Roboito, Grover, Nick Williams, Chris Sale, Aaron Judge Trophy Club. I'll put that in the special pile. Judge is pretty popular from what I hear. Bellinger, Dodgers, Dom, Boston, Flexen, New York Mets. Max Carey, Pittsburgh, Clayton Kershaw, Los Angeles, Thorpe, New York. Carlos Correa, Houston, red frame. Pujols, Los Angeles. Mancini, Baltimore. Kyler, Chicago. Altuve, Houston. All cards will definitely ship, if you was wondering. I think I put that in the description. We'll do a recap at the end also. Jackie Robinson, Brooklyn. Freed, Atlanta. Hack Wilson, Chicago. We got a variation George Brett. Dummy. Boudreaux, Lindor, Cleveland. Physical Lindor, Cleveland. Pee Wee Reese, Brooklyn. Aaron Judge. The Judge. I think he hit a home run this evening. Did I just clear this? No. Just bumped something. I thought I blanked out the screen. A fat elbow just laid on the mouse there for a second. Well, this pack is being muy difícil. All right, Mr. Roof, Wayner, Cano, Hartnett, Ozzie Smith, Cardinals, Gallery, Chuck Klein, Brandon Woodruff, Luis Severino, Coach Severino. I apologize. We'll start this pack over. Delmonico, Bottomley, Thompson, Chris Bryant. There's our Ohtani hitting. Lazari, Molly, Cincinnati. Oh my goodness. The Kansas City spot. You are going to love me or you let me buy this from you. You just message me and let me know. It's serial numbered 1 of 10. Bat, jersey, auto, Kansas City. Who else do you think it's going to be? Mr. George Brett. Super nice hit. Whoever's got Kansas City, are you watching? Type in the chat. Let me know if you want to relieve yourself of this card. I might be interested slightly. I don't know if I mentioned he might be my favorite. Very nice hit for Kansas City. They don't get much in this Diamond King, so they deserve it. Lions, Chicago, Bryce Harper, Washington, Billy Herman, Chicago. We got it, Sepia, Aaron Judge. Put that on the cute file there. Jackie Robinson. Pesky, Boston. Kelly, New York. Rizzo, Chicago. Oh, gee, I like that George Brett a lot. I lost quite a few viewers. Not sure if I had the communication problem. Y'all got mad or something. I don't know. Come on back. Correa, Houston. Millie Fox, White Sox. McCutcheon, San Francisco. Pujols card. Clayton Kershaw, Dodgers. Heinrich, Yankees. Posey, Giants. Escrine, Dodgers. We are. All right. DeRocher, New York Giants. Caratini, Chicago. Heine Gross, Cincinnati. Victor Caratini, Cubbies. Ted Williams, Boston 500. Dylan Peters, Miami. Cronin, Boston. Verlander, Houston. That beat it for box 2. I am hella jelly right now. Seriously, who's got the Royals? Who wants to talk to me? Alright, box 3. So we can get something as nice as the George Brett. Box 3, and we're rocking and rolling. Don Larson, Benintendi, Earl Averill. There's a variation Ohtani. Dummy. Fred Lynn, Benintendi, Boston. Mr. Bryce Harper, Billy Herman, Carlos Correa, Houston. Dominic Smith, New York Mets. Bregman, Houston. DiMaggio, New York. Ty Cobb, Detroit. Goldschmidt, Arizona. Millie Fox, White Sox. McCutcheon, San Francisco. Caratini, Chicago Cubs. I keep having glitches here. I do not know. What is going on? Are y'all there? I never have glitches like this. I do not know what the problem is. I do apologize. We'll definitely recap, so if you missed anything, spots here. Greg Allen, Cleveland. Frank Thomas, Chicago. David Henderson, yep, you're having, is it glitching right now or is it going good? Yeah, no, I apologize. Greg Allen, Frank Thomas, Mickey Mantle, Francisco Lindor, DeRocher, Groh, Gehrig. Our next hit, dual jersey autograph to $2.99. Material signatures for St. Louis, Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly for St. Louis. All right, hopefully it stays good. Like I said, I generally don't have any problems. My internet is pretty legit here. But Pee-wee Race, Aaron Judge, Chuck Klein, Philly. Got a variation Devers for Boston. Maddox, Atlanta. Betts, Boston. Roger Maris, New York. And Donaldson, Toronto. The toe. I had like up to like 12 or so viewers, and then all of a sudden it glitched once, and then people left, and then it worked, and then they left and came back, and maybe they're tired of waiting. Woodruff, Milwaukee, Severino, New York. We got another Ohtani. The good old Ohtani pile. Pujols, dummy. Springer, Houston. Robles, Washington. Springer, Houston. Furlow, Brooklyn. Is it my cords? Am I pulling anything loose? I don't think so. Everything's tight. Everything's good. It's tripping now. All right, back in action here. Lazari, New York. Molly, Cincy. Pesky, Boston. Rizzo, red frame for the Cubbies. Ortiz, Boston. Joe Jackson, White Sox. We got ourselves another Ohtani. Always get a good portion of those. Santander, Baltimore. Kelly, New York. Rizzo, Chicago. Heinrich, New York. Black and white, Reese Hoskins, rookie for Philly. Yeah, there we go. We got the Ruth Ohtani. So there's two of them, so you'll each get one. Yankees will get one. And Los Angeles Angels will get one. Walker, St. Louis. Sam Musial, St. Louis. Goldschmidt, Arizona. Busta Posey, Escrine, Brooklyn, Peters, Miami, Cronin, Boston, Clemente, Pittsburgh, Grover Alexander, Philly, Nick Williams, Philly. Next hit, dual DK materials. Top one's got a slight two-color situation here. I'll zoom it in. You can just a little edge of a blue pinstripe. Rosario for the New York Metropolitans. New York Mets. Get the hit. All right. Verlander, Houston. Pennick, New York. Banda, Arizona. Got a red bordered Albies for Atlanta. People like him, what I hear. Got the dummy. Jose Ramirez, Cleveland. Chris Sale, Boston. Kershaw, Dodgers. Max Carey, Pittsburgh. And 3 packs to go in the third box. I'm going to hustle here. Do have another brace. Plus, we'd like to do Gypsy Queens and Bowmans. McGraw, Baltimore. Wade, New York. DeJong, St. Louis. Variation, Freeman, Atlanta. Nolan Ryan, Houston. Thorpe, New York. Lucas Sims, Atlanta. Harry Brasheen, St. Louis. Wayner, Pittsburgh. Trout, Angels. Gomez, Yankees. Skowron, Yankees. Mantle, Yankees. Pittsburgh's Honus. Crawford, Detroit. Gahara, rookie, Atlanta. All right, Ted Williams, Boston. Arnado, Colorado. Banks, Cubs. Red frame, Mike Trout, Los Angeles Angels. Reggie, 500 for the Angels. Gosselin, Washington. Crawford, Philly. Scherzer, Washington. That was the end of the third box. Fourth box happening right now. Fourth one, empty one. Go to fort with all these boxes here. All right, jump into it with Rizzo, Chicago, Heinrich, New York, Posey, San Fran, Escrine, Brooklyn. Sneak that hit on the bottom. Caratini, Chicago. DeRocher, New York. Gross, Cincinnati. Nice hit. DK rookie material signature. Serial number 299. 2 jerseys autographed for New York Yankees rookie sensation Miguel Andujar for the Yankees. New York. Nice hit. Very distinct, recognizable signature for that gentleman. Got the lines zigging through it and zagging through it. Peters, Miami. Cronin, Boston. Verlander, Houston. We've got another Ohtani variation. Hitting a variety of the Ohtaners. Okay, now we're going to have dice roll again. I got another Babe Ruth Ohtani. All came out of the same case. I'm not sure why they throw so many of those in there. Gehrig, Betts, Maris. Pennick, New York. McGraw, Baltimore. Banda, Arizona. Pujols, Aurora, Deme. Gallo, Texas. Donaldson, Toronto. Robles, Washington. Springer, Houston. Shut some dummy cards out of the way. Wade, New York. DeJong, St. Louis. Wayner, Pittsburgh. Got the red border Bryant for Chicago Cubs. With his best friend Rizzo over there. Baltimore's Ripken portrait. Furillo, Brooklyn. Joe Jackson, White Sox. And another Ohtani. And then Mike Trout, Lefty Gomez, Muscaron. Another Ohtani, Sepia this time. Getting some of the Ohtani inserts in there. Very nice. Bellinger, Dodgers. Santander, Baltimore. Walker, St. Louis. Stan Musial, St. Louis. Those two go hand in hand in these packs, apparently. Every time, every time. Pee-wee, Judge, Klein. Chris Sale, red border for Boston. Boston market. Tyus Cobb, Detroit. Baltimore, St. Louis. Thompson, New York. Chris Bryant, Chicago. Woodruff, Milwaukee. Severino, New York. Another Ohtani. Got a variation, Joe Jackson, White Sox. Black Sox, White Sox. The dummy. Mantle Trophy. Ted Lyons, Chicago. Harper, Washington. Herman, Chicago. Dom, Flexen, Mancini. Brian Anderson, rookie, red border. Yeah, Miami. I think he's been doing pretty well starting off this year. Somebody's tongue down, I think. Dummy. Raphael, 500 Club for Texas. Nick Williams, Philly. Sale, Boston. Kershaw, Dodgers. Ted Williams, Arnado, Bellinger, Ernie Banks, Goldschmidt, Arizona, Clemente, Pittsburgh, Grover, Alexander, Philly. Our next hit, serial number to 99, original materials for the Chicago White Sox. Jose Abreu for the White Sox Stockings, White Sox. Jose Abreu. All right. Down to 3 packs. And I'm hustling. Lazari, New York. Molly, Cincy. Kelly, New York. Pesky, Boston. Killer Brew, 500 Club, Florida. Correa, Houston. Nelly Fox, Chicago White Sox. McCutcheon. Better say the 49ers. The Giants. San Francisco Giants. I'm a Chiefs fan, Royals fan, stuck in a 49er Raider kind of town. That sucks. Kyler, Chicago. Altuve, Houston. McMahon, Colorado. Variation, Eric Fetty. Washington. The Nolan Ryan Verlander. Max Carey, Pittsburgh. Thorpe and Lucas Sims, Atlanta rookie. Last pack. What these gets in here. Mr. Kirby Puckett, Harry Hooper, Boston, Corey Kluber, Cleveland, Don Larson, New York, Justin Turner, Dodgers, Rasheen, St. Louis, Honus Wagner, Pittsburgh, Sam Crawford, Detroit. That be all of it. We had 3 of these, so I am going to give 1 to each, and we'll dice roll for the third. 1, 2, 3 is Ohtani. 4, 5, 6 is Roof. 5 goes to Roof. So Roof gets 2. Let me make a note. Roof 2. Ohtani 1. But Ohtani got his fair share of cards this season. I don't think he'll be too upset. All right, we'll recap these variations really fast. Got the Bell variation, Fetty, Joe Jackson, Freddie Freeman, Black and White Rhys Hoskins, Rafael Devers, Aaron Judge Sepia, George Brett, Aaron Judge after that Trophy Club in there, the Flying Dutchman, Honus Wagner, the Big Hurt Chicago, the Ryan Express number to 99, and the Paul Wainer. Those are all the variations. Red Borders, Ryan Anderson for Miami, Sale for Boston, Chicago's Bryant, Trout's the Angels, Albies for Atlanta, Rizzo the Cubs, Caratini the Cubs, Houston's Carlos Correa, Mitch Garver, Minnesota, Carl Furillo, Brooklyn, Pedroia, Boston, Washington, Scherzer. We'll do a quick Ohtani recap. Ohtani hitting, Ohtani Sepia, Ohtani pitching variation, Ohtani pitching, Ohtani hitting variation, Ohtani hitting, Ohtani pitching, Ohtani hitting. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Ohtanis plus the past and present Ruth combo. To get one of those. And the hits. I'm going to slide 1 down to the bottom as a highlight. These are my favorites. Again, if you have the Royal spot, holla at me if you want to. Let me take it off your hands. We got the Abreu original materials for the White Sox. We got the nice hit for the Yankees, Andujar dual jersey auto. Got the Rosario for the Mets. The Carson Kelly dual jersey auto for the Cardinals. To 25, dual jersey one's a nice patch, 3-color. Santander for Baltimore. Mejia autograph Cleveland. Greg Bird dual jersey New York, and the finest, nicest card in this box, I think. Serial numbered 1 of 10. Mr. George Brett, Kansas City Royals. Royals don't get much. When they do, this is what they get. All right, very good. Thank you all very much. These will get sorted tonight or tomorrow. They'll go out by Wednesday for show. I've got the 1-box breaks on my website, johnsonbreaks.com. If you want to get in for a cheap little $3.99 spot for the Diamond Kings, the $6.50 spot for the Gypsy Queen, $7.50 spot for the Bowman. They're random team breaks, $7.50 a spot, $6.50 a spot, $3.99 a spot. You want a little bit more action this evening? Once all the spots fill, I randomize the buyers, align them with the teams, You might get a team you want. You might get the team that everybody's wanting for a couple spots. You might get some bad to the bone stuff. All right, I'm going to shut her down. I'm going to check my connections so when I fire back up live for the Majestic, it will hopefully be no more glitches. I do appreciate y'all. And I will do those other breaks directly after the Majestic, which still have a couple teams left on the website as well. If you want to jump in on that Majestic football, Atlanta spots available, Kansas City Chiefs spots available, and the Seattle Seahawks spots are available. Thank you all very much. I'll be back on in 20 minutes or less. All right. Have a quality evening. See you soon.